And let's close it up. Right, we're at GASKELL'S Traditional Fish and Chips, and you'll notice I forgot my hat again. My wife's obsessed with the vapor trails, or the chemtrails as they're known, and how we seem to be getting more and more of them, blocking out our sun. And you know, I'm starting to swing that way myself. Tell us what you think about them in the comments. Do you believe in them? Do you think it's happening? I mean, it'd be interesting to know. My wife's regular, or standard, fish and chips, and it's cod. The place was spotless. People were lovely. It's a family-run shop, and I'm not sure whether it was husband, wife, and daughter in there now. I don't know whether that's my wife's or mine, because I asked for a large. The only one way to find out, but surely this can't be a regular. Right, so that's my wife's, and look at that. Looks incredible. I'm still not having it that's a regular. Right, okay, let's just double check this, because eating the paper and everything before I get to look at the size of that. And that is a large, and that is definitely bigger than my wife's. Oh, I'm going to go for that paper. Who else does that? And it looks fabulous. I can honestly say I wasn't expecting this. I really wasn't. And those chips are absolutely delicious. Not particularly crunchy on the outside, but they've got a beautiful flavour. Oh yeah, they're nice. Look, they've still got the skin on in places there. I love that. Might have a bit of skin on here, just on the tail end. I'm going to go for more of these chips before I go into that. Well, they're certainly not frozen chips. And it looks like they've been cut in the shop there. And they're great. So let's get this cut in half. I go for a little bit more of that batter on its own. I was expecting an okay chippy. Going off the Google ratings that I've seen, a decent chippy, a decent local chippy. Let's see if I can pick this up. Would you look at that? How fabulous does that look? This chippy already has well exceeded my expectations. I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm in my element. It needs a ton of sarsons on here. Go for this here now. Loving it. We've got bread cake, or BARM. I'm even saying bread cakes now. Everyone I bump into seems to say bread cake. These are regular. Regular. I don't know what kind of containers they'd use for the big ones. Regular. Curry. Gravy. Peas. What about a battered sausage? How good does that look? Because I know that batter's good. I mean, that curry, it's got all sorts going on. That is delicious. And that sausage is delicious. Let's go with some of this gravy. Try a little bit of dish in there. Let's get into these mushy peas. And look at that. You know the way I like my mushy peas. And that's the way I like them. Thick. Let's give them a taste though. Texture, spot on. Flavour, spot on. Not too much going on there. Just the peas. And that is absolutely delicious. Let's try it on some of this sausage. I'm going to get some on here. I'm going to put a little bit of this curry on here. Some of this gravy down this end next to the peas. A nice buttered BARM. Get some of this stuff that's lying around the sides first. Get some of this fish on there. Some of these chips, some of these peas. A little bit of this curry. And an aspirin. Now let's close it up. Get yourselves down here. Absolutely incredible. And open on a Monday. So I'm going to wrap that all back up, take it home, and have it over the next few days. Yeah, believe that. I'm eating that now. Back to the computer, look at some reviews, and then I'll write mine. So we'll see you there. Right, okay, let's have a look at some of these reviews. GASKELL'S Fish and Chips. 156 St James Road, Orrell, Wigan. 4.2 for 297. Reviews. 2-star. Awful. Truly awful. Almost £20 for what you see in the picture. I'm not back in Orrell often, but when I am again, I won't be ordering here. Not the chippy I remember from my youth. Overpriced, sloppy, dry fish, cooked greasy chips, overcooked greasy chips. What a shame. The downfall of what was once a local institution. Terrible attitude from the delivery female. Response from the owner. We're sorry to hear you didn't enjoy your order. We always strive to maintain high standards and we appreciate your feedback. Regarding pricing in your youth, you wasn't ordering online and was coming at the shop. And nowadays, when ordering online, there are costs involved, which are added on top of our prices to compensate delivery driver, etc., as the drivers are independent and not employed by us. If you'd like better value for your money, we recommend visiting the shop, like in your youth, and then you would appreciate the freshness and value. That being said, we appreciate your feedback. I struggle to imagine that review, but you know, these are some of the things I was reading before I actually went. So, although I expected there's a lot of most of them are great reviews, but from the few that I saw that were not so great, I wasn't expecting what I got. You know, it was, anyway, let's read on. 5-star. This is the second time we've had the sharing box. It was great value for money. Fish was delicious. Definitely go back. Plenty of parking, free of charge parking lot. Mine, 5 stars. Reading a few of the Google reviews before we visited, I was expecting an average local chippy. A decent average local chippy. I wasn't expecting the incredibly delicious and plentiful meal we received. Parking was easy, as the chippy has a private car park next door. You simply enter your registration into a screen in the shop for free parking. There was a bench out front to sit on if you wish. Inside, the shop was clean, well presented, and the staff were warm, friendly, and polite. The prices were slightly above average for the region, but I found the food far exceeded the norm. The standard cod was big, fresh, and tasty, coated in a light crispy batter. The large cod was all that, just even bigger. The battered sausage was wrapped in the same light crispy batter and was very tasty, not overcooked. The curry sauce was also delicious, and I particularly liked the sultanas in the sauce, which were full and juicy. The gravy was rich and beefy in the best way. The chips, while not the crispiest at the time, were so tasty that I found it hard to stop eating them while I moved on to something else. I built myself a BARM, or a bread cake, or a batter, piled it all as you saw there, with those incredible food items. The images should easily give you an idea. Cooking in, oil, hygiene rating 4, card or cash, fish reviewed, large cod. So yeah, lovely. It really was. My wife really enjoyed it too. It was a nice sunny day. We had great food and a great service. Doesn't get any better than that. So see you on the next one.
Oh, na na na, embrace the Chippy Tour, cruising the coast can't ignore. With every bite I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bed.